Let me take you back. Not to a comfortable time. Not to a time with sanitation, Netflix, or even socks that match. I'm taking you back to the Middle Ages, where the air smelled like smoke, sweat, manure, wet wool, unwashed beards, and I stopped caring 20 years ago. For the next 2 hours, you're going to live an entire medieval lifetime. You will be born in a hut. Raised in dirt. Worked to exhaustion. Baptized, married, taxed, threatened, and blessed. Attacked by diseases. Yelled at by priests. Dragged into war. And lucky if you survive long enough to complain. This is not a fairy tale. This is history that hurts. And tonight, you will live it from your first cries to your final breath. So sit back. Relax. Because your medieval self definitely can't. This is 2 hours of medieval life, explained by someone who hasn't slept since the Black Death. Chapter 1, Birth into Chaos. Congratulations. You've been born. Not in a hospital. Not in a clean room. Not with a doctor wearing gloves. You have entered the world in a wooden hut, on a straw bed, delivered by a midwife who has washed her hands exactly never. It is cold. The floor is dirt. The room is smoky. There is a chicken staring at you like it owns the building. The birth room. Your mother screams. Your father prays. The midwife mutters the medieval equivalent of, "Here we go again." You, meanwhile, are covered in substances a 21st century hospital would immediately remove with expensive wipes. Your first examination. The midwife checks. Are you moving? Are you breathing? Are you the right color? Do you have limbs? Is there a sign of a curse? If all is well, she announces. This one will live. If not, everyone sighs and says, "We will try again next harvest." Baptism. You are immediately baptized, not out of joy, but out of fear that if you die unbaptized, your tiny soul will float in purgatory forever. Even though you cannot talk, people already assume you carry the sins of Adam and Eve. Your first home. Your house has no chimney. No wallpaper. No furniture. No privacy. No hygiene. No hope. But it has smoke. Straw. Livestock. Noise. Cold. A family who truly tries their best. Welcome. Your new life begins with a sneeze, a shiver, and a priest sprinkling water on your face. Chapter 2, Medieval Childhood, the Survival Edition. You are 3. You do not walk, you toddle. And the world is already trying to kill you. Fire. Dangerous. Wolves. Dangerous. Water. Dangerous. Your older siblings. Extremely dangerous. Most children don't survive childhood. If you make it past age 5, you are basically immortal by medieval standards. Your toys. You have a stick. A rock. Another stick. A rope. And imagination. That's all. The idea of a medieval toy store would make people laugh until their lungs fail. Daily routine. At age 6, you already have responsibilities. Fetch water from the river. Collect firewood. Feed chickens. Chase goats. Avoid falling into the village well. Stay out of the way of angry adults. School is not an option. Education is for priests, nobles, and children who are too fragile to farm. You, meanwhile, are already practicing tasks that will define your entire life. Bending. Lifting. Carrying. Enduring. Medical care. If you get sick, you are treated with herbs. Prayers. Guesswork. Hope. And sometimes beer. If you survive, it is declared a miracle. If you don't, well, the priest will have some comforting words. Early lessons. By age 10, you learn. Never trust strange water. Never go into the woods alone. Never anger a chicken. Never challenge a nobleman. Never let bread get wet, it becomes a weapon. Your life is simple. But every moment is a fight. Chapter 3, Food, or whatever this is. Let's talk about meals. Breakfast. Bread. Just bread. Hard bread. Bread that could knock out a grown horse. If you're lucky, you get porridge. Milk. And sometimes butter, if the cow was generous. Lunch. Soup. And by soup, I mean hot water with onions. Maybe carrots. Maybe peas. Maybe sadness. Dinner. More bread. Occasionally fish. Rarely meat. Meat is for nobles. Holidays. Miracles. Drinks. You drink ale because water will destroy your internal organs. Everyone drinks ale. Even children. Not to celebrate. To survive. Kitchen conditions. Your kitchen is a fire pit. 3 pots. A knife. A wooden spoon. A smell that never goes away. Your dining room is the same room where people sleep. Animals sleep. Food is stored. Tools are kept. Kids scream. Adults argue. Everything in one room. Efficient, chaotic, medieval. Chapter 4, The Job You Never Chose. At age 12, the Middle Ages declare. You are grown. Your childhood ends instantly. You now work full-time. Your career options. Option 1, farmer. Option 2, farmer. Option 3, farmer. Option 4, if you're lucky, apprentice to someone who isn't a farmer. A typical workday. Sunrise to sunset. No breaks. No weekends. No holidays except church days. You plow. You plant. You harvest. You repeat. The land is your boss. The nobleman is your supervisor. The church is your HR department. Payment. You earn. No money. No comfort. No free time. But you do receive protection. Guidance. And the nobleman's noble assurance that he owns everything. Including you. Chapter 5, The Church Runs Your Life. Religion is everywhere. The priest decides. When you work. When you rest. When you pay. When you pray. When you panic. Every Sunday, you attend Mass. Not because you want to, but because missing it means you clearly love Satan. The church calendar. The year is filled with saints' days. Feast days. Fast days. Holy days. Random days invented by the priest. You don't understand half of them. Nobody does. But you follow because the church controls your soul. Marriage. Birth. Death. Taxes. Morality. And fear. Miracles. You believe in holy relics. Sacred bones. Magic candles. Blessings. Curses. Angels. Demons. Supernatural sheep. This is normal. Chapter 6, Medieval Entertainment. What do you do for fun? Not much. But sometimes the village erupts into excitement. Events you enjoy. Dancing around fires. Singing badly. Music with 1 instrument and 3 notes. Storytelling. Wrestling. Watching goats collide. Throwing rocks at things. Watching your neighbor get punished for stealing bread. Entertainment is simple. You find joy in chaos and noise because nothing else exists. Sometimes traveling performers visit, doing tricks like juggling, magic, acrobatics. Look, a coin. Now it's gone. Now give me money. They entertain you so well that you forget your back pain for 5 minutes. Chapter 7, Love, Marriage and Other Survival Strategies. You are 16. Your parents say, time to get married. Do you choose your spouse? No. Love is optional. Survival is mandatory. The courtship ritual. Step 1, families negotiate. Step 2, someone trades livestock. Step 3, everyone pretends to be happy. Step 4, wedding feast. The wedding. It includes bread, ale, a chicken, dancing, gossip, children running everywhere, a knife fight, maybe. Marriage isn't romantic. It's teamwork. 2 exhausted people joining forces against hunger, cold, taxes, disease, the weather, their own children. You farm together. You raise children together. You pray together. You suffer together. That is medieval love. Chapter 8, Disease, the Final Boss. Welcome to medieval healthcare. Your medical system includes herbalists, barbers, wise women, priests, superstitions, and occasionally actual knowledge. Common medieval illnesses: plague, dysentery, pneumonia, fever, worms, bad air, tooth infections, gangrene. Everything caused by drinking bad water. Treatments: bloodletting, leeches, prayers, onion poultices, random leaves, charms, and hope, mostly hope. If the doctor shows up confident, you're in danger. If he shows up confused, you're safer. Average medieval medical accuracy: 2 out of 100. Survival rating: depends on luck. Chapter 9, War and Peasant Trauma. One day, the nobleman announces, "We ride to war." I have never held a sword. Nobleman: great. You'll learn. Medieval battle. Mud. Arrows. Screaming. Horses. Shields. Spears. Random smoke. Confusion. More screaming. War is chaos. You survive not because you're skilled, but because the guy next to you wasn't. You come home with scars, stories, anxiety, a newly discovered hatred of horns and drums, a desire to never leave your village again. Congratulations. You're officially a veteran. Chapter 10, Old Age and the Final Rest. You are 40. Which means you are ancient. Your body aches. You move slowly. You tell stories by the fire. You complain about your knees. You watch younger villagers make the same mistakes you made. Your children have grown. Some lived. Some didn't. That is the medieval way. Your final day comes quietly. The priest visits. Your family gathers. You close your eyes. Your breath slows. Your journey ends. Your life was simple. Hard. But deeply human. You are buried in the churchyard under a wooden cross. You return to the land that sustained you. Your story becomes history. The final word. And that was medieval life. Hard. Harsh. Beautiful. Terrifying. Real. 2 hours. 1 lifetime. Countless struggles. Infinite resilience. Thank you for surviving this journey. Sleep well. You've earned it.